And hello! Welcome back, everyone, to another round of Elevator Pitch. I am your host, Hazel, for today, and with me, as usual, are my co-hosts,
Altair
and
Andres.
welcome to your own podcast.
Yeah. What movie did you prepare for us?
Well,
Oh, well, she has to introduce the theme.
exactly. I was just about to. Let's not rush.
Just wanna.
No, yeah.
Just wanna get to the
So
good part.
if you haven't listened to us before, our format is this.
This is it.
This is it. That's all you're getting. No, like we basically come up with a theme every month, and we pick films. Each one of us picks a film based on that theme that the others haven't seen, and then we pitch each other that movie. 5 reasons why we think we should like it, and then we go through the plot and laugh about it, hopefully. And then at the end
Or
of
laugh
this,
with it.
exactly, if it's a comedy. And then at the end, we, in this case, I will introduce us with some fun facts about the movie. So yeah, that's sort of the general setup that we have here. And this month's theme is musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, as you obviously probably guessed from this podcast's title, my pick is Mamma Mia,
Mama.
the 2008 classic.
Ooh. Yeah, it was very good. I loved it.
I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. Actually, what you have to say, because you we watched the film last night, and then at the end you were like, I have so many notes, and I literally had none because I genuinely can't be objective about this movie. Like, I don't know. I've seen it so many times.
I don't know how I got through it, and like, I think I'm happier. I'm happier now after watching that film. Like
Okay, that sounds like a positive outcome.
You're happier or unhappy?
Unhappier.
Unhappier.
Oh,
I
unhappy.
think my life is permanently damaged by that film. I can't. I don't
I
think
thought
I'll
you said
recover.
happier. I was like, oh, that's nice.
No, it was horrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Was it? Okay, let's compare. So which one is worse, Underdog or Mamma Mia?
No, Underdog is worse.
Okay, there you go. A little one positive.
At least Mamma Mia has Meryl Streep.
Yeah, no. At least it's not Underdog.
Oscar-winning actress Meryl Streep. Oh,
Okay,
God.
so what's your elevator pitch, Hazel?
Right, yeah. So my pitch for Mamma Mia is: a young woman in search of her father finds her promiscuous mother's diaries and invites the 3 suspects to her wedding, where mayhem ensues. I think that's hopefully quite a good summary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also
pretty much.
spoilers, but there you
Yeah.
go.
I mean,
If you haven't seen it by now. Which, although you hadn't, so.
Yeah, exactly. I
I
haven't
have.
had it yet.
And there's a sequel. Oh,
There is a sequel. I've only watched a bit, like when it was on TV, but it seemed pretty boring.
it's also with Meryl Streep, or
No, she's dead in the second one.
she's dead.
She's dead.
Oh my god, why? Oh,
No, I don't know if that was a genuine choice or if she just couldn't commit to
But
a
wasn't-
sequel.
damn. Okay.
Yeah, but like the second one's about like it's literally like not a prequel, but it sort of flashes back to how she met the 3 fathers, basically.
So it's a porn movie.
Exactly, with Cher.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so my 5 reasons why I think you should like it. Obviously, first one, great ABBA songs. That's
Okay.
my main thing. I mean, that's my main attraction to this movie. It's just the songs are good. If anything else, if there's nothing else to be saved, if you don't like any of the rest of it, you'd still have the songs.
Yeah, that is true.
And also have to say that even though, yes, the songs are of course good because of ABBA, some of the performances left a lot to be desired, especially a certain
Former James
Bond.
Bond.
Bond actor. Oh.
What do you mean performances in terms of acting or in
No,
terms of
performances,
singing?
musical performance.
Yeah, I get that.
Acting was, I mean, for the movie
Yeah.
was okay, but oh my god, like he was like, Oh, this is awful. Like, he looked like he was in pain. Like he was just having like a colonoscopy. I don't know.
Well, actually, that's one of my more than one of my 5 points is a great cast. I think Meryl Streep, Pierce Brosnan beyond the singing, Colin Firth,
And Stellan Skarsgård.
and Stellan Skarsgård. Exactly,
Who is
the father of the other Skarsgårds.
the other Skarsgårds. And you can tell that he was a very handsome
Yeah,
man
yeah,
when he was young. So
yep.
yeah. And he has gained very notoriety, I guess, in the last few years.
What for?
Like for the movies that he's been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Stellan-
It's just notoriety kind of sounds like he's, I don't know, done something dodgy or something.
No, sorry. Okay, I was using the wrong word. I'm sorry.
Okay. No worries.
Fame,
Yes. Attention.
fame, and attention. Exactly, because yeah, like he has done like ever since he made the Thor movies.
Yeah.
Then he is now
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I like him. He's a nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, which actor is that?
The other one who's not Colin Firth or
The one with the boat.
The one that wasn't the bald guy.
He
Was
had
he-
the boat.
There was like a bald guy,
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, and the other guy.
Yeah, the
The-
boat guy. The
Oh, okay.
guy with the boat.
Okay. I didn't know that one of them had. Oh, right, yeah, one of them is like, I have a boat.
Yeah.
And then they get in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
Yeah, I guess it would be
That-
the guy who
that-
isn't Colin Firth or Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the three
The third
guys
guy.
were all like, okay. Like they were likable. And
Yeah. Right. Next point was I just think it's a camp, fun, feel good movie. I just like to. I mean, I think
maybe
it's one of
too
those-
much, though. I don't know. Like,
Maybe a bit too much camp.
I was struggling, like, imagining this film was happening in reality. It was like, just
I mean,
some
any
things-
musical is hard to imagine happening in
Yeah,
reality.
this was like strange. I don't know. It was like too cartoony.
I
it's
think
it's
it's
exaggerated.
this movie is like a musical on too many energy drinks.
Steroids.
At some point, I was like, "What is happening here?
Yeah.
What happened to the writers?"
Oh
of
my
this
god.
film?
It was like magic realism. I don't know.
Yeah,
It felt
exactly,
like
That's a good term
exactly.
for it,
Yeah,
too
yeah, yeah.
strange. And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
losing
that's
my
true.
grip
That's a
of
good way to
reality.
describe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My fourth point was it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Not at all.
Not at
I
all.
don't think it ever takes it seriously.
Seriously.
It doesn't take itself seriously.
At all.
Period.
And the last point was the end credits,
Mm.
like the end credit performances.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
There you go. I got you agreeing with one of them.
I mean,
I just like I remember when like I turned to you and then I was just waiting for the guys to come on and I just knew.
I was like, oh my
God.
God. You were James Bond, Pierce Brosnan.
Do
You
have
were Mark
no-
Darcy. You're the guy from Dune. How did they hire you after this?
crazy.
Oh, they obviously didn't send that in with his audition tape. Yeah. They were like, "This is the man for us."
You need someone to play a disgusting, evil
Tyrant from outer
tyrant.
space.
Exactly. Who do
Stellan
you
Skarsgård, the guy who.
from Mamma Mia.
Oh, man.
Okay. So,
There you go. Well, let's get into the plot, ladies and gentlemen.
oh please.
Oh, the plot. Oh.
So we start off. We're on a Greek island for pretty much all of the film. It's a fictional Greek island, and the main character Sophie, played by Amanda Seyfried, is basically posting 3 letters off to 3 men who she believes are her father. Well, one of them is. It's very unlikely they're all 3 of her.
I think that biologically, I think it can happen somehow, but I think it's very low chance.
I think so, but okay. Yeah, so we have like Pierce Brosnan as Sam, and then we have Colin Firth as Harry, and Stellan Skarsgård as Bill, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm terrible with character names. I always call them by the name of the actors.
I mean, that's how we.
Harry was the guy with the boat.
No, it was Colin Firth.
That was Sam.
Sam was Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
And Bill was the guy on the boat.
Bill was the guy. Okay.
Bill and Boat. Just think of Bill Boat.
Bill,
But I'm going to refer to them by
Boat.
the actors' names because it's going to be easier to otherwise,
Exactly.
I don't even know the actors' names. I just know Pierce Brosnan. I'm an ignorant.
But you know Colin Firth from like Bridget Jones.
I never watched Bridget Jones. Do you think I'm a girl? No, I never watched that movie. And
He was in Kingsman.
I saw Kingsman. Was he the which character?
Let's not talk.
No, let's not get
Kingsman.
off track. Okay, yeah. So she sends them off. They all get the letters. We see them like on their destination, like on their journey to get to the island.
Yeah, I have to say that I really liked. I think this is when it happens when they play "Gimme, Gimme, Gimme." They play a version of "Gimme, Gimme."
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah,
Exactly, which I think it was quite clever, like matching the song with the plot, because it's it's like okay, gimme some men after me. Like, well, she got 3.
Exactly.
So I really like that sequence of seeing them and hearing that song.
Yeah. I actually didn't think about that. It's true. But yeah, and yeah, so because Sophie's getting married in I think 2 days, and she wants her father to give her away. So that's why she's invited them, thinking that once she sees them, she'll know who her dad is.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have a problem with this logic. Like, aren't there like DNA tests that you can do?
Well, obviously.
But there wouldn't be a movie if
Exactly.
she only
I mean, they're not
takes the
going to get.
test.
I mean, they're not going to get a paternity test on in the middle of a Greek
No,
island
okay,
in the
but-
space of 2 days.
But it's always like, I don't know who it was. Oh, and it's like, but you can find out. Like,
Yeah,
you can do just like a test. I guess.
you could theoretically, yes.
So
But
it's
there
not-
wouldn't
it's
be a
not the-
movie if that was her decision.
No.
He has
That's
to
not the
take the
scenario that's
most
being set up.
convoluted one. She has to take the most convoluted way to find out who her father is.
Maybe you should have made the movie in like the 60s. I don't know, like a different time period.
If this were taking place in the space of like a month, I would fine. But it's taking the space in the taking part in the space of 2 days. So, okay, so, and then I think next her friends arrive by boat, and she explains to them that she found her mother's diary of that summer, and that's why she knows.
Oh my god! If I found such a diary, I think I would kill myself. Like it's just awkward.
That's one of my notes. She feels weirdly comfortable reading about her mom's sex life.
I'll be like, no, mom, no.
Well, I guess because it's like ... so it's like it doesn't go into, I guess, that much detail. But
No,
yeah,
but still. Mom.
that your mum's like with 3 guys in the space of like
Yeah.
2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
She describes them, and it's like, nah. Nobody wants to know that.
Oh man. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
She reads.
She reads it over, but her mum doesn't know yet. That's the big thing. And then Donna, so Meryl Streep, her mum, her friends arrive, and
They sing something? No.
they're constantly singing.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking what songs comes next.
I mean, I don't know. I know Amanda Seyfried, whatever, however you pronounce her last name. She sings a song while she's reading the diary. That's her reading
Yeah.
the
Honey,
diary.
I don't know if
Honey.
Right.
honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think that she the Meryl Streep sings a song when she
Yet.
sings the
No,
friends.
not yet.
They just say,
Yeah, they are very loud.
Scream.
And,
Exactly. Yeah.
scream constantly.
I mean, they do go on to money next. I think. Where like.
but
her
like,
friend-
but when they're already at the hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think that's before the guys arrive.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So so she complains to her friends about the fact that she's very strapped for cash. So she sings "Money, money, money." If only she had more money. And then the three men arrive, and Amanda Seyfried captures them or finds them, I guess, and then leads them to this goat house, and clues them in on what's happened and asks them not to tell her mom that she invited them.
These guys, they didn't know each other, right?
No, they didn't know.
Because they seemed like very really friendly with each other. Like, and for some, I think I thought like, did they know each other? Did they miss something? But no, they just know each other right then and just get along.
Yeah.
There's no rivalry. There's no rivalry or anything. That I thought that was a bit strange.
Well, like, I mean, I guess because they all catch Stellan Skarsgård's boat to the island, so they're already sort of like working on the boat. And
I thought it was gonna be a reveal, like, oh, you all were with her, like, oh, but there was no like, no conflict between the men. It was just they were all.
Well, it was 20 years ago.
True, but one of them is still, I think, in love with her. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just expected there to be some sort of conflict for some reason. I thought like, maybe they're friends or something. Like,
no,
strange.
No, they don't know each other.
They only have shared a pussy.
Yeah, they're pussy brothers.
Doesn't that create like a bond?
That creates a bond, doesn't it? You tell us.
I have not been in that situation.
You never ever been in the situation where you find yourself with two other guys who
on a
Greek island and you slept with the same woman?
No, actually, yes. No.
Oh, God.
Not that I know of, at least.
Well, there you go.
You better start asking questions.
I mean, you left off this episode just sort of, but what about that other girl?
Or actually, yeah.
But anyway, so then Donna Meryl Streep like hears them upstairs in the goat house. So then she finds them there and
she
sings
sings.
Mamma Mia.
Exactly.
Here I go again. Mama,
And she dances on top of the roof.
Yeah.
And nobody hears her. I mean, she's like, bah, bah, and the guys are like, I don't know.
No one hears the singing either, so.
Well, I guess, yeah, that's even a little more stupid.
I mean, the fact that everyone just bursts into song and dances and choreography is not.
Do you know how musicals work?
No, but the thing is, the singing is like not really happening, I guess, in reality. But I guess she really is in the top of the house dancing. I don't know. I don't know how the logic works in these movies.
I
Maybe it
mean,
was just all in
suspension of
her
disbelief,
mind.
I guess.
No, I couldn't. No.
But anyway, yeah, so she sings Mamma Mia, and then she falls through the trapdoor in the roof in front of.
Doesn't injure herself.
No, she falls on the mattress.
Right. Oh. Oh, this movie has explanations for everything.
Exactly. So then she's like, "What are you doing here?" And they all come up with some lame excuse, so as not to reveal that Amanda Seyfried invited them, and so she tells them to leave. So they get back on Stellan Skarsgård's boat, but Meryl Streep goes, to sort of up to her friends, upset, where they sing Conchita.
Yeah, I didn't like this rendition of this song.
Chiquitita, sorry.
Chiquitita.
Like from that moment on, I think the writers of the film kind of realized that they had a bunch of songs to go through.
Yeah.
And it was like
Yeah,
song,
that's the thing,
one sentence, another song.
That's the thing.
One sentence. I was like, give me a break, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I'd never actually realised before, but it's true. Like, the beginning, it's sort of a bit more spaced out.
Yeah.
And then after a certain point, it's just like 2 minutes of dialogue, song, 2 minutes of dialogue, song.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake that maybe to me it's a mistake that a lot of musicals make, that they overload with the songs. And for me, who is not like the biggest musical connoisseur or fan, it gets a little bit exhausting. So for me, it was like I want to enjoy this film, but I cannot do it when you're singing every 3 seconds a different song.
Yeah.
So for me, for that part for me was like a little bit overwhelming. I was like, shut up.
Yeah, like I think in musicals usually there's a moment for songs, and it's usually like a very special moment in the movie where the character has to like express something, and it just cannot express it with words, right? And it just bursts into song, and it feels like natural. But in this movie, they sometimes start singing at random moments. And it's like, it's the best place for this song. Like, I don't know. It could have
I guess it's the fact that the songs, you already had the songs, and they were basically forcing the songs into a story rather than telling a story and then coming up with the songs for the moment, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then Amanda Seyfried goes to, when like they're all back on the boat, so then she swims over to the boat to try and stop them from leaving. So we get another song as they sail around the island.
right.
And like I guess she has like father-daughter moments with
Exactly,
them.
yeah, that's
so
true.
So it's kind of to show you like, oh, all of these men could be her father.
As if you weren't aware of it
Exactly.
already.
Like, that's the plot of the film. I get
I thought
it.
we were trying to rule people out, like... Yeah, exactly. And then, I don't know when, does Dancing Queen happen next, I think?
I mean, like, because they sing Chiquitita, na, 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 na,
Yeah.
when Meryl Streep is sad,
Yeah.
and then she starts saying how she was a slut, like what
that's
happened
right,
to me?
yeah.
Which
Like,
is
a little bit
true.
later.
She was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I
that's a
should
little
have
bit
been
later,
such.
isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been such a slut. And then they start saying, like, what are you doing? You were the dancing queen.
Young and sweet. Yeah. So I think is it the bachelorette party next, I think.
Yeah, I mean, she has like the character of the boyfriend is like a necessary device for the plot, but because you need a boyfriend for her to get married.
Yeah.
but
But he does absolutely nothing.
he does absolutely nothing. So I guess they try to include him in, because there's this sequence when she comes back from the boat.
That's right, yes.
And he's about to go on his bachelor party.
And then they sing.
And they sing, "Don't go wasting your emotions."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you just threw the guy a bone here to justify his salary.
Exactly.
And this is one of the weird, I think, sequences that I'm guessing maybe you mean, Andres, in which that is too absurd almost.
Yeah.
When like the best men or like the friends of
They
the
suddenly
boyfriend,
show up, yeah.
they show up and they're dancing and they're wearing masks.
Because it's all on the beach, yeah.
And,
that was weird.
And they start dancing. I was like, why is this happening?
Yeah. Is this real, or is this like a dream, or are they taking drugs? Or
I guess how old was I? I must have been like 10 or 11 when I saw this, and I saw it at the cinema first, and then I got it on DVD, and I guess, I don't know, like I just never questioned it. I was just sort of, I don't know.
yeah. But
This
it's
is what
weird.
happens in musicals.
There's like suddenly the people coming from the water. Like,
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
evil fish men are
That's
coming to
right.
kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly turns into a horror movie.
Yeah, I literally was like, what?
It's like Get Out, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. And then that leads into Sophie's bachelorette party. And then,
Where there's a lot of screaming.
yes, a lot
lot
of
of
girls,
female
a lot of women.
screaming.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no, that I don't know why, because at some point the three guys come back
Yeah.
to the bachelorette party.
The three potential fathers.
The three potential fathers, and all of these young ladies are just harassing this old man.
Yeah, that was weird.
What is happening again?
Maybe in the island there's
What
like no
is
men.
happening?
It feels like they were like wild.
They'll take any man. Any man.
They cut. They don't show what happens. Then he just comes back and he's like, was he like rape? No, like it's just very strange. And
Yeah, because first her mum and her friends perform Super Trooper for her, and then the three three fathers come up, and then they're like, "Yeah, this is only for women," but then the women go after them anyway.
Yeah.
With gimme, gimme, gimme.
Exactly.
And
They tie him up to like a pole or something, right? One of the
yes.
guys.
one of them, and one of them, they kind of like sit on a bar and take off his shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this is elderly abuse.
Yeah, I thought the same. That's like just awkward. And aren't the guys like they're all single? I don't remember.
Yes, yeah. Well, one of them's gay.
Exactly.
And then-
Really? I
You didn't get that?
No. When?
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Pierce Brosnan's character is divorced, and then
And he's gay. No, I'm just-
that's why he got divorced. No, but yeah. So then Amanda Seyfried talks to Pierce Brosnan character in a quiet moment, because he's like, "Why am I here? Why did you invite me?" And then she has a moment with each of the other two as well, talking about, you know, fathers and daughters and what have you. You know, heartwarming moments.
Yeah.
Why does she want to have a dad so badly? Like,
I mean, you know, if you don't grow up with a dad, I guess, you know, I can imagine that feeling like something's missing.
yeah, but like
You want to know where you come from, I think.
true, but I don't know.
You say that as someone who has two parents, so.
I have two parents, yes.
But yeah, so in the during the party now, all three of them sort of realize, oh, like I could be your father, or they each think that they're her
They
father.
think they are the father. I think.
Yeah, they each think that they are the father, and so they all each offer to give her away the next day without anyone, and they will keep it to themselves so no one else knows.
It's funny how they accept it. Like, I thought they were gonna run away. Like, oh my god.
They're not Latinos.
Right.
They're European.
But I would have like a major crisis. I would be like, damn.
Oh my
a long
god.
lost daughter. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, and at this point, so Sophie starts to freak out now, because now she doesn't really know what to do. And now they start. Oh, then they sing "Voulez-vous," and she kind of collapses at the end of it.
Is that the scene where the island like starts this like cracking? Like there's like an earthquake or something?
That's earlier.
Exactly.
That was also weird.
Yeah.
Also another magic realism moment.
Yeah. No, I think
Yeah.
that's like the perfect adjective for the movie. And I think like I have in my notes that after Voulez-vous, the movie finally comes down. It's like,
A
thank
little
you.
bit. Woo, some breathing space. Oh god. Yeah. So then the next morning, it's the morning of the wedding. Then, so now both Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried's characters are both sort of freaking out. So like Meryl Streep is trying to work out, okay, how do I get rid of them? How do I sort this? And then Amanda Seyfried's character is like, what do I do now? They all think they're giving me away. And this is, I guess, where you have like your first confrontation between Amanda Seyfried and Meryl Streep's character, where, you know, she kind of has a go at her mum for the fact that she doesn't know who her father is.
This is during the wedding or before the wedding?
Before the wedding.
Ah, yeah, that's another weird thing, because here she's like, you were a slut, and that's why I don't have a father. I hate you, mom. And she's like, whatever. And then later, there's another scene where the complete opposite happens. And then, I don't know why it changes. Or
Because the movie.
yeah, that was like strange. Suddenly it's
Well,
like,
I-
it doesn't matter, I love you, mom. And it's like, okay, good.
Well,
but-
I guess the change comes because she tells her fiance then about the plan, what she's done, and then he
Why
says,
was the fiance so pissed off that she didn't tell him about their weird plan?
I think because it's a matter of trust, I guess.
Yeah.
We're about to get married and
but
you
didn't he
didn't
don't even,
share this.
But he kind of didn't even care about the wedding. He didn't even want to get married.
No, he did want to get married, but he wanted a small wedding.
Yeah.
He wanted like a
he didn't want to do
city
like
hall.
a big, yeah, exactly.
And then she also has this thing, which I think it is kind of sprinkled, or not, it's not sprinkled. It's mentioned once before that I thought, oh, this is going to be another potential source of conflict. But like she says that she's like overwhelmed or whatever, and Meryl Streep says, it's okay, we can call off the wedding. And then Amanda Seyfried is like, that's all you ever wanted, right? You just wanted me to stay here.
That was weird.
And that doesn't go anywhere after that. No. Like she goes running and then it disappears. And I think they mentioned it a little bit before when she's picking up the friends. And they're driving, and she's like, you just don't want her to leave or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know if they wanted to the first draft explored that a little bit more, but it is mentioned. And they just didn't explore it because I thought, this is going to be another source of conflict, but it really is. It is for that moment, and that's it.
Yeah, we don't have time. We have to put more songs.
Exactly.
Oh my God, all the songs
catalog.
This is only the first side of the CD. Like we need to. Oh God.
We still haven't done the winner takes it all.
Oh my God,
songs,
we've got the big ballad coming.
Did we talk about the "Does Your Mother Know" scene? Does that come later?
Oh, I think this is the next morning, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, the morning of. Yeah. What about it?
They did a twist. They did a twist on that song.
That's true, yeah.
I think they do a little bit of tweaking in a few songs.
Yeah.
I think like in Mamma Mia they do like a little bit at the beginning. So I picked.
I'm sure they do.
But in this case, like the song I always imagine was a guy dancing with a girl. And
yes, the original one is because I think it's the guy singing.
But here's this lady has this guy who's crazy about her for some reason. And everyone's crazy about her, and she's like, "No, you're just
boys."
Yeah. That song was funny. Like I think that was my favorite musical moment. Like it's just so stupid, but also like I think she was the best singer of all these. She's a
Christine Baranski.
Yeah. She does like in a few musicals. She's always like she's in Chicago, for example. She's the journalist. I think she's an actual singer.
I could tell because he was much better.
Yeah.
Like the other actors, like Meryl Streep was okay, but it's kind of like karaoke. Like it didn't feel like a proper musical performance. But this was like much better.
Yeah.
She and Amanda Seyfried, like she has a
that's
she's
true.
Also like a singer.
Yeah, she's been in a few.
Yeah, she was also good.
Yeah. End of movie, no. Where were we? So she had this conversation with her fiance, and her fiance said, well, you don't find yourself from finding out who your father is. You just have to figure out who you are on your own. And I think that's where that change comes towards her mum, I guess. Cause that she's like, well, my mum's always been there. I have this bond because I don't.
James Bond.
Oh man.
Comedy.
I was waiting for someone to say that, like literally.
Oh man. We should have been just trying to slip as many James Bond references into this episode as we could. Yeah. We also forgot because Pierce Brosnan and Meryl Streep sing SOS as well. Like they have
hate
that.
Pierce Brosnan singing. Oh my God.
They have that confrontation. But yeah, so then Meryl Streep, like her mum, helps her with getting ready for the wedding, and then they make their way the impossibly long way out to the church.
It was like an island, and like they had to climb a mountain.
Yeah, all on a donkey.
On a donkey. Oh, they just reveal the shot of the church on the island. You're like, oh my God.
And like it literally starts like at daytime, and when they finally get it's like dark.
It's like sunset.
Pilgrimage. Like,
exactly, this whole pilgrimage up this mountain. Oh God, that's right. And then Meryl Streep stays behind, and then Pierce Brosnan catches up with her to have a one-on-one talk about their feelings.
A one-on-one sing-off.
Exact. Well, it's not really not really a sing-off, is it? Because she sings most of it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, she sings The Winner Takes It All.
Which I really like that song, but I really have to say that I think they ran out of ideas for this song in terms of visuals. It's like, I found it like very boring. It's just, I mean, what else are you gonna do? But they're just in the road. And it's just different shot sizes of Meryl Streep. It's just, singing
shot, reverse shot.
And like taking off her scarf and like pointing the scarf and the wind is blowing, but that's it. Like there's no, and it's a big chunk of the song. It's not like, just like the chorus. It's like a big chunk of the song. And I thought, okay, guys, maybe...
Let's keep this moving.
What was all the cocaine when you were writing this thing? You ran out.
This was the love song. This is the ballad. So they were like, okay, we have to calm down for this one.
Yeah, but there were some weird editing choices, like some blends and stuff, like fade in, fade out, that just look really shitty. I don't know. It's just like applying a Premiere like transition.
But anyway, yeah. So then
they finally make
then
it.
she runs towards the church, and he shouts up at her, Dana. Then she finally gets to the church and gives her daughter. That's right. So she decides, because Amanda Seyfried's character asks her mum to give her away. So she does that, and so then they're about to start the wedding, and the priest is like, oh yeah, and welcome to Donna, who represents your family. And then I'm not sure, is it Amanda Seyfried's character, I think, who interrupts it?
Isn't he the boyfriend?
No.
Who says like?
I
think it's Meryl Streep who's like, oh, and welcome to Sophie's fathers, and then they all three of them get up and suddenly realize that they all thought that they were her father.
And then the priest says something about the. No, who says like the daughter about like, I don't care if my mother has sex with 100
men.
Yeah, I don't have sex with 100 men.
Yeah, exactly. So then that's when Sophie finally tells her mum that she's the one who invited them, and they all realise that no one knows actually who the father is, but they all agree to
share a
third to all be her father.
Yeah.
But eventually they will realize who the real father is.
I mean, I have something on that in the fun fact.
Okay.
So there's a real father like in the early draft or something?
Well, there's the writer and the director have an idea, like they think.
A fan theory.
Yeah, exactly.
Conspiracy.
Exactly. That's right. So then, and then they're like gonna continue with the wedding, and then now Sophie stops the wedding and says, actually, now I know what I want, and it isn't this, and let's just, like she turns to her fiance and just says, let's just go out and travel and explore the world.
I didn't get this part. Like, what's wrong with getting married?
I mean, she's only
everything.
And then traveling. You can do both.
Not if you're on a budget, I think.
Yeah,
well,
like it feels wrong. Like if suddenly my girlfriend was like, I suddenly don't want to marry you, I would be like, okay.
No, I know what you mean. I also like turn around and say to Hazel, okay, so the whole plot of the movie, let's just throw it
falls apart at the end.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's not like she had anything against getting married. I think she had like the whole reveal is like, I don't need this big pompous wedding because all I care about is you, and let's go get married at the city hall, and that's it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's all that we
Boring.
need. But I do think like, okay, you already spend all this money and this time, but then they found the solution.
Well, exactly. So then Pierce Brosnan proposes to Meryl Streep and says he's always loved her.
Oh.
And would she marry him now? And she's like, yes, I do. Which I don't think is how this works, but
No.
You need to get the permission. You need
witnesses, a marriage license.
Exactly.
But hey, I mean, it's
I mean, out of all the weird thing of this movie, I guess that's not the weird.
I'll go along with that one. So then they get married and they all celebrate at the end, and then this is where it's that's right, and this is where it's revealed that Colin Firth is gay.
Ah.
Because he turns around.
I was really tired at that point.
And he says like, oh, you're the first woman I ever loved, and the last one
Yes,
too.
exactly.
And then
Probably the last
got
one.
two gorgeous gay guys.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll be honest. I have to say, at the end, I did skip a few parts because it was really late and I was really tired. And I skipped that part. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah. But so they dance together, and then Bill Skarsgård. Stellan Skarsgård gets together with one of Meryl Streep's friends.
Yeah, that was also like, I don't know.
She harasses him into
Yeah.
accepting.
That was uncomfortable. I don't know.
I know, he just changes his mind all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was an uncomfortable scene.
And then they all dance, and then this is when the crack that opened in the
Ejaculates into the cast of the movie. Yeah.
I actually have to say I didn't realize how horny this movie actually is to a certain extent as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's because they say it's like supposed to be this fountain of Aphrodite, I think. So then they all dance in wet
Under the rain.
under the water,
Moist.
and then at the end, Sophie leaves with her fiance. Well, no, her boyfriend now.
Her boyfriend.
And that's the end of the movie. And then we get a nice end credit sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Some dancing.
my note is God, that title sequence.
Oh man.
Oh, good.
There you go.
There you go.
But yeah. So
So.
out of well, I was trying to think of what the scoring could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually came. I thought, well,
Eventually came. Lucky you.
you're the only one around here.
Out of 10 sexual partners. No.
No, I thought considering it's an ABBA musical out of 10 ABBA tracks.
Okay.
How many would you give this movie?
Yeah, I think I would give it, and I'm sorry, Hazel, I would give it 5.
Okay.
Because I do think I share the same opinion as Andres. It's like I started enjoying it really. I really started enjoying it, and at some point it lost me, and then it won me back again. But I eventually was like,
What is going on?
what is this movie?
It's weird.
I also think, I think it's gonna be the same with my pick. But I think that since there are such well-known songs,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily serve the story. I think that the central conflict is like a very simple one that could have been resolved in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make a movie.
But I think usually like it. I mean, like like I said, I'm not the biggest musical fan, but my favorite musical is Chicago, and I think the musical numbers there, they always explain something about the character, or they move the plot forward. They contribute to the storytelling. I don't think the songs here really do that. I think that they kind of stop time so that the movie lasts however minutes it has to.
These are basically
last.
a lot of musical numbers like linked together by a very thin plot that
Exactly.
doesn't make that much sense. Because it's impossible to make a good story based on like songs that are completely unrelated to each other.
No, I think you could, but with I think you
inevitably
could.
come to a point when you're like, where do I put this song?
I think it's also like they maybe try to do a lot of songs. Maybe if they had like a less of the songs, maybe they could have manufactured like a better story. I think they just want, no, we have to use the hits, all of the hits. Okay, how do we team up Chiquitita with Boo Boo? You know, I think sometimes it gets too silly also.
And you don't like silly.
No, it's just that it's silly, almost ridiculous. Like, for example, there's this bit when the one of the friends is in the boat.
Yes.
And she's kind of like it's too slapsticky.
Oh my god, I don't remember that. It was really fake.
Exactly, it was so fake.
Like, come on,
It's
just
like
get a stunt double and make it more realistic. It's like,
yeah, like she is like almost watching the Three Stooges, you know, like she's like,
It's funny because it's like that's the bit that my mum always laughs at the most.
Really? Oh, like,
I need my slapsticks to be a bit more realistic. This was too fake. She literally just let herself fall in the water.
yeah. So I like, to me that's why. But like I said, I did enjoy. I mean, I'm not also the biggest. I mean, I really like and respect ABBA. I don't know that many of their songs. But I mean, I think you always enjoy good music. So
Yeah.
ABBA, thank you for the music.
What would you give it?
Well, I mean, it's complicated because I'm not really the target audience for this movie. So, I mean, I would give it like 4 if I'm talking to like a man. If I would recommend that to him, I would say, yeah, like it's not good. But I guess a lot of people like this movie, and I don't know, maybe it's because of different, I don't know, genders like different things. I don't know, because to me, I couldn't really find anything to relate to in the movie. I thought the plot was stupid and like nothing mattered. And like, who cares? The father, like, just who cares? Like, really?
Yeah.
I was like the boyfriend. Like, who cares about this? just forget about this. And the music, it was okay, but like the performances were some of them were horrible. Like I said, Pierce Brosnan and this guy, the guy with the boat, also wasn't that good. Like, and Pierce Brosnan was just the worst.
Yeah, I think that was like a weird choice. I don't know if they wanted more like star power more than
probably.
singers.
Yeah.
But it's like, then why do a musical if you're not gonna cast people who can actually
But for
sing?
example, you have like people like Russell Crowe in Les Miserables, and he was terrible, but he still tried. I don't know, like he wasn't as bad as this. At least he didn't look like he was in pain.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say the same for like that's the same question I had for La La Land. You know, why make a musical based on 50s musicals and not cast 2 actors who are trained in song and dance?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't see that.
Yeah,
So, you know, I think
Yeah.
these days it is just more about
The star power.
than...
But at least they can sing like some to some extent. Like I think Pierce Brosnan he sings terribly bad. Like it's like painful to
To be
hear.
fair, I'll say this. When I was researching fun facts for this movie, he did not know this was a musical when he signed on. So,
Isn't the musical wasn't like a stage
it was a
musical
it was a
first?
Broadway musical, yeah.
It's like, come on, Pierce, do your research.
Maybe he thought he was gonna get like a different voice for his singing parts.
He thought it was about pizza. He was set in Italy. Like,
Mamma
Mamma
mia.
mia! I can get some pizza.
I won't mind filming in Italy for a few months.
So yeah, we did 4 ABBA
Okay.
tracks, and I hate Pierce Brosnan. No.
Okay, let's make sure to never pick if we ever do a Bond.
But you don't like Pierce Brosnan?
No,
in
actually,
general? Ah,
no.
okay.
I think he's a
Just in this.
good
Just
James
in this.
Bond, and
Okay,
like in
okay.
some other movies,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
good. But I never want to hear him sing again,
Okay.
ever.
Cool. Well, I'll be more generous. I'll give this a 7 out of 10 just because this was just a musical I was obsessed with. I love the music. It's just one of those comfort films, I guess, for me. So, yeah.
We accept your opinion, but we don't share it.
This is how adult discussions should
Exactly.
be.
If only our countries were run by people with such a maturity.
Exactly. So, last section, I have some fun facts for you.
Woo!
Yeah.
So, first one. So, 2 of the members of ABBA, Benny Andersson and Björn
The accent.
Andersson.
Anderson.
Excuse
Sorry.
me. Apologies to any Swedes. They both cameo in the movie.
I think I thought one. I think I saw one of them. Yeah, I was
Where do you think?
like I think he was playing like the piano somewhere. Yeah. I was
Dancing
like,
Queen. Yeah.
Aren't you one of the ABBA dudes?
Aren't you that way?
Look at you!
Yeah, that was Benny.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Björn is at the end, like when they're like the end credits, like he's dressed as one of the Greek gods.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the ladies didn't want to be part of it.
I get the sense they really don't care about anything ABBA related. They seem like they don't want to have anything to do with it. It seems like Björn and Benny are the only ones kind of still involved with ABBA stuff.
Yeah.
Sad.
Okay. I mean, they don't even want to go to their concerts.
I know, right? Oh, you're happy to milk the concerts, but you can't be bothered to show up for the fans. Okay.
Yeah.
They don't go?
Like it's like
a hologram.
It's a hologram. If you go to see ABBA live, it's just the holograms live.
Of
That's
them when they were
lazy.
younger. Yeah.
Oh, not even like now? Like,
No.
It's when they were young.
But did they sing at least?
I mean, the recording.
I guess so.
But is their voices from now or from like back then?
Oh,
I don't know. But I don't know. I think that's the biggest scam in music.
I know, right?
Maybe they're
I
dead.
understand
Maybe they all died and it's just so
No, they're all alive.
They're all alive.
But I'm talking like conspiracy theory.
I mean, it's like Eurovision. They're not going to show up for Eurovision, even though.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Those bastards.
I know. So we don't know. Next year is the 50th anniversary of them winning Eurovision, and
They be
Sweden
so
won it this
lazy.
year. So Sweden's going to host it next year, and they're not even going to show up.
How can they be so
What a
lazy?
bunch of dicks.
And how old are they?
Well, let's see.
But even if they're 100 years, like go in a wheelchair, you know, it's like come on,
Show up. Come on.
like you're okay, like winning money out of your reputation,
what I
but you don't even
mean.
bother going to the
know.
fucking contest that gave you that fame. I'm mad, Abba. I am mad.
Screw you. Björn is 78. So I imagine they're all sort of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
In
not
their
that
70s. Yeah, they're all
old.
sort
Yeah,
of
that's
late
what I
70s.
Harrison Ford is older and he did a movie now.
Exactly.
Can still
He's doing stunts.
can still do things if you're old.
Because
Can still go to
I'm
concerts.
exactly. I'm not even expecting them to sing. You
No,
know, but
just to show
but just
up.
show up and say
Hi.
hello. I don't know how you say hi in Swedish, but it must be something like hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds like Swedish.
Maybe they were always holograms. They've never existed.
That's like the new conspiracy theory. There was never ABBA.
They were always holograms. Oh, well, anyway. Let's
Okay.
get away from the ABBA bashing.
I'm so sorry if ABBA, any of you are listening to this podcast, come on, reflect on your choices.
on.
Play
Maybe they
live
could get the
again.
cast of the movie in Eurovision. At least.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I bet they would show up.
They would do it.
Pierce Brosnan will sing.
Oh, man. Yeah.
No, I was going to say he can be a hologram.
It wouldn't change the singing, though, would
Yeah.
it? Next fun fact. Olivia Newton-John and Michelle Pfeiffer were considered to play Donna before Meryl Streep.
I mean,
Now I'm sad because she died.
no, Olivia.
Oh,
Newton-John.
Olivia, yeah.
I mean, but that's I think like I mean I love Meryl Streep. I mean she's a treasure. But at least you know that Olivia Newton-John has like this very powerful voice. I think it would
Yeah.
have been maybe more suitable to the
Exactly,
singing part of the job.
And did they consider anyone else for the Pierce Brosnan role? Just ask.
Don't know. I didn't find anything. about
Pavarotti,
that.
but he
was
wasn't attractive enough.
Michael Jackson.
He was too well, I was going to say asexual, but he obviously was.
Oh no.
I wish he would.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then actually funnily enough, so now we're talking about ABBA showing up. All the ABBA members did show up for the Swedish premiere of this film, and it was the first time they were photographed together since 1986.
Oh, do you think they hate each other? Maybe that's
Well, they
why.
were
Are they
married.
still married?
No, they got divorced. That's
Yeah,
why they broke up.
Yeah,
So-
they probably
so-
hate each other.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So maybe it was like a bad.
Come on,
a bad
grow
divorce.
up.
Come on, you're
It was
70.
I
It was
mean,
like
let's see when
40
we are all
years ago.
divorced.
If you're not over each other by now, Jesus, come on.
But that was the age where people got divorced and hated each other. Nowadays,
Yeah.
it's
Because you would wait until the last moment to get divorced, you know, until like he cheated on you, pee on your car,
Full, yeah, exactly.
she burned all your clothes and donated the
War of the
ashes
Roses,
to
yeah.
the dogs.
like, yeah.
So that's why.
Boil the bunnies. Yeah, exactly. Poison the dog.
That was the 70s.
that was the 80s.
Yeah. Nowadays it's like a bit more chill.
No,
Exactly,
it's like,
now
oh, you didn't put the drink on the coaster. That's it. Let's
I'm
just.
out here. I deserve better.
And you do, Carol. You do.
And then this was apparently the fastest selling DVD in the UK.
That
it
only
first
on
came
like
out.
you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I bought all of them. Every single one. All 5 million copies.
That's all of the 5 million times you've seen this movie.
No, it says like by the end of 2008, 5 million copies sold. So that equates to 1 in every 4 households having a copy.
What happened back then that people were so obsessed with this movie? Like, I don't think
The
this
musical was just like really successful, like the Broadway musical.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think people
But
just
a movie like this wouldn't be successful today.
maybe.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, what movie is successful today?
I was gonna say, yeah, we're not
Animated
not in a good
movies.
summer.
not even. What was that Disney film that you were just watching?
Oh, Elemental.
Elemental.
But the other animated movies were successful, like Mario and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what people want.
Yeah. But it was also the best-selling DVD in Sweden.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Of course.
makes sense.
They were
And
forced to buy it.
out of a sense of national
Yeah.
pride. And finally, the reveal. So, according to the writer and the director,
It was the priest.
exactly, they like from their perspective, it's Stellan Skarsgaard who is the father, who is from Sweden, which means that Sophie's also from Sweden.
Who is this guy again?
God, the guy with the boat.
Ah,
Attention, Andres.
which one?
Yeah,
Which
because
one?
I also thought like I get them casting Pierce Brosnan, I get them casting Colin Firth, and then I thought, oh, Stellan Skarsgård. Oh, well, he's Swedish.
Yeah.
So he probably
the character like from the Broadway was Australian original.
Ah, okay.
So I don't know, like if it's because they cast him or they actually wanted someone Swedish. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mystery resolved.
Yeah.
Now we can live our lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, it was. I mean, I gave it 5, but I didn't hate it. I just think that
It wasn't your thing.
exactly. Like, I don't think you're. I think my pick is gonna be even more painful.
Which one was it again? I forget.
You want to tease it?
It is a movie
Ah.
starring Mission Impossible himself,
Oh,
Tom Cruise. So I think that
gives it away.
that gives it away. The only musical he's in.
Is it a musical?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Mission Impossible, the musical?
Exactly.
On ice?
Bam, 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 bam. They sing, they
Oh,
dance.
that would be amazing. Oh, cool. Well, thank you very much for enduring this.
Yes, no, thank you. I think this are the kind of movies that you have to watch at least once.
Yeah, exactly.
To know.
I was genuinely sort of surprised when you both said you hadn't seen it because it seemed like at the time it was such.
I have listened to some of the
Big
songs
thing.
of the movie on YouTube, but out of curiosity, and
Yeah.
then I never watched the movie. Like,
I mean, like you say, if
I'm a
it's-
manly man. I watch manly movies.
I mean, like you said, I mean, I guess if you're an ABBA fan, this is for you, and
Yeah.
if that's not maybe your type of music, then
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen with my pick.
is it like what is it like rock or what is it?
it is like classic rock songs.
Okay.
So
okay.
So
Is it also like a jukebox musical about some pre-existing music?
yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I think the only
okay.
like the main reason why I enjoyed this movie was because of the music. I think I think the story is pretty bad. Pretty
come on.
ridiculous.
We'll find out.
Stop torturing me. Like this.
You are the one who said that the best movies to talk about in the podcast are bad movies. So we just follow.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
we
it's
have
funny
more
when
to talk
I
about.
talk about bad movies, not when I have to talk about other people's bad movies.
Well, that's a deal that you
And also there's
signed.
bad movies, and then there's like bad movies. Like there are movies that are bad, so bad they're interesting to talk about, and then there's movies that are just bad, and then everyone is unhappy.
Oh.
And those movies should be forgotten. Well,
Well,
I'm just interested. Does Tom Cruise sing?
yeah, he learned how to sing for
Oh,
this
wow.
movie.
That does
I
not
guess he
surprise
learns
me.
everything.
Exactly.
He
That does
just
not surprise me.
gonna
Yeah.
learn to whatever speak.
And
Chinese.
he looks hot. I mean, it's Tom Cruise.
Good
So
looking.
at least you will have that
That
to look forward to.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. Please remember to follow us on Instagram at elevator pitch _pod. Like us, like our
Please
pictures.
like us.
Please like us. Period. But like our pictures, share them like Andres, who
I always do that.
you don't share
No, I
them.
don't.
You just like them. If
I'm
anything.
a shy person.
Oh my
and
God,
I
you're
like
not.
to become. I like to live in the shadows.
So if we become famous, why are you just gonna use like a bag on your
I'm
head?
gonna be a hologram like Ava. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do when that happens.
When fame comes calling.
Yeah. Follow us also, like subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you get your podcast. Leave us a comment, a review, whatever that throws us into fame, so that we don't have to do our jobs anymore.
Exactly. That we can just live off of this and just give you content.
Exactly. At least pay for the things that we
eventually-
have to rent.
And eventually become holograms and not even that.
Exactly.
We
do
will
anything.
we will understand Ava. We'll be like, oh my god, I won't do a personal appearance.
Exactly. We just use ChatGPT and
Yeah.
Exactly.
And some voice generator.
Exactly.
Exactly. Tune in for next week's episode. We still are trying to figure out which movie we're gonna do next week, but make sure that you know there's gonna be a musical.
Is it Michael Jackson?
Okay, thank you so much for listening as always, and listen to us next week.
Bye.
Bye.
If you like this episode, why not hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode? And if that's still not enough, you can follow us on Instagram at elevatorpitch_pod to stay up to date with all the latest news.